that we have got the telescope assembled, we can get it set up, check everything is aligned and test it out. The best way to do that is during broad daylight, as it's much harder to align the telescope and test it out during the night time when it's dark and it's difficult to find some very small objects in the sky. So I'm going to choose a larger object that's much easier to find, just to check that everything's working properly on the telescope first. So in order to do that, in the distance from the window I'm looking through now, we can see an electricity pylon, which I'm just going to show you out the window so you can see and get an idea of the scale and distance we're looking at. So through this gap you can just about see an electricity pylon in the distance there, and that pylon is what we're going to focus on with the telescope now, so that we can test this out and check that everything's aligned. So coming back to the telescope, the light will go through the telescope's main aperture. It hits the end where there is a mirror. That mirror reflects the light back to this end of the telescope where there's a much smaller mirror, which shines the light through the eyepiece, which is attached here on top of the telescope. To try and find our object, we need to look through this finder scope first, which is a smaller telescope mounted on top of the main unit. So we look through here to check that the object is in the right place. Hopefully we can see, by just looking through this finder scope, you can see the pylon there, and there's crosshairs that help us check that we've got it in the right place. Once we've found the object, we can use our lowest magnification eyepiece lens, which I've got here, our 32mm eyepiece lens to look through. That gives us the widest field of vision and the best chance of finding the object we're looking for. And if we look through the eyepiece, hopefully you'll be able to see the object itself. So we can see there quite clearly that the electricity pylon is focused and we can see the object through that eyepiece. If we want to zoom in further or use a higher magnification, we can select a different eyepiece lens and it will give us a closer image of the object.